My first guest is a singer-songwriter, and she connects her music with real-life experiences. Caroline Chan combines her music with art and craft. She originally got the bug to write and produce music for children whilst working in Cuffley. She decided to write and create music inspired by her experiences working with children. And I'm pleased to say Caroline joins me in the studio. How you doing? Welcome to BBC Three Counties Radio.
Very well, thank you, Ed. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. You got your guitar, you got everything all set up.
Yep.
It's brilliant. Listen, what got you into music in the first place?
Well, it was a bit of an accident. I've always loved music, and I've always worked with children one way or another, and I have my own grandchildren now. And I used to use music when I was nannying for a family, like you rightly said, in Cuffley all those years ago.
Yeah.
And the children just loved it, and we used to make up songs. And then years later, I had my own child who has autism, one of my 3 children. Mm-hmm. And I found that was the way that I could actually get him to pay me some attention. So I used to drive him crazy, follow him with a guitar, make up little songs, because he wouldn't talk to me, and he didn't pay any attention, apart from if I sung a song and then I didn't finish it, and then that really annoyed him, and then we got this communication going, and then I ended up working in his school, and one thing led to another, and I started my own music groups nearly 20 years ago, and I've never stopped singing or writing.
And in terms of like your experiences with your son and
Oliver.
autism, Oliver, what experiences did you draw on which kind of led you to make the tracks?
Well, I think with autistic children, you have to be larger than life and exaggerate everything in order to get anywhere to make a connection. And I think I got a lot of experience doing a lot of work in schools for autism. And I just found music has a magic, and it's hard to describe. I don't really know how it works, but it works. And I see all these children, you know, obviously it's a generation thing, but very attached to technical gadgets and iPads, tellies, watching videos all the time. And I just know that trying to plant a seed that where you can use your imagination and make it grow gives a child a good tool for the future. So just naturally, I've always enjoyed playing games and using my imagination in different ways. And I find that when I'm with children, if I really believe something, they really believe it. And so off we went, and I just had this collection of songs in my head that have followed me around, and I just finally put them together about 6 months ago, and this is my new collection. So I hope it inspires parents. You know, one song is about an empty brown box, another one is about the joy of reading stories, and just basically use what you've got around you. You don't have to have expensive toys, and you can have fun if you are fun, and that is really the theory behind my new collection. So it's called My Imagination and Me, which is probably grammatically incorrect, but it doesn't matter.
Glad you said it. I'd love you to perform a live track now.
Oh, thank you.
We've got your CD, but you know what? I think it's best for you to do it live. You got the guitar. There's no point in playing the CD and wasting our equipment. As you're here live, you might as well do it live. So please take it away.
Well, I'm happy to do that. You have to bear in mind that there's no orchestra with it, but I will do my best. I'm going to sing. The first song is called My Storybook is Calling, and well, here I go.
Brilliant, thank you.
And it actually is raining today, so it's quite atmospheric.
Caroline, take it away. Thank you.
It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. It's raining, it's pouring, my storybook is calling. I really love my book, I'm so glad that it's mine. And every single story starts with once upon a time. Well, if it's raining, or if I am by myself, I have the most amazing storybook upon my shelf. I turn the pages, and my room begins to change. Soon I'm in another world so marvelous and strange. You may think it's fine and dandy, tiny houses made of candy, palaces and castles in the air. But many pathways lead to danger. Careful if you meet a stranger. Watch out for the giants and the bears. Well, if it's raining, or if I am by myself, I have the most amazing storybook upon my shelf. I magic potions change your size. The princess always has a ball. You may think that everything's nice, but it's not only sugar and spice. Watch out for the witches and the trolls. Well, if it's raining, or if I am by myself, I have the most amazing storybook upon my shelf. I turn the pages, and my room begins to change. Soon I'm in another world, so marvelous and strange. In that other world so far away, even when the day is dark and grey, there are marvels waiting to be found, even cities underground, and it's just a dream away. Well, if it's raining, or if I am by myself, I have the most amazing storybook upon my shelf. I turn the pages, and my room begins to change. Soon I'm in another world, so marvelous and strange. Soon I'm in another world, so marvelous and strange. It's raining, it's pouring, my storybook is calling.
Wow, incredible, Caroline. There's a little audience there. Everyone's peering through the glass. That was
you.
fantastic. Oh, wow, you've just blown me away. It's like
I haven't actually sung that live before.
How come?
Well, because I've been singing some of the others in my groups, and that one has quite a lot of musical instruments on it. So
Okay.
it hasn't come up yet.
It hasn't
but
come
it's
up.
what it's all about. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Connecting
Thank
to
you.
the weather today.
Yeah.
It's not good out there. Is there a market for children's stories and children's music?
Yes, there is. There's lots of music out there. I listen to music sometimes to get a bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't often get that inspired because I think a lot of music is just not my sort of music. I like to write music which reflects where my musical taste comes from, and I like to spend a lot of time making the lyrics work. And if I'm not happy, I just can't churn it out. So there's a lot of nursery rhymes, and you have to use things to connect with children, but I like to just stretch it out a little bit more. So I think there's scope for being inventive. And I've done many musical projects with other people as well, but this is the first one that I've done which is completely my own music. So
It's brilliant.
but yeah, I mean, children, they're everywhere, and they will listen to things if you give them things to listen. And I've had a lot of really positive feedback from singing these with children that I know.
Yeah. I want you to do another track.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Okay. Well, the next track is called The Big Brown Box. And this is inspired because I think there's nothing better when you're with children to have an empty box, and you can have a lot of fun. Again, I think if you believe in what you're playing, they will believe it too. So I had a bit of trouble writing this one, but it got there in the end.
Brilliant. Take it away. My special guest, Caroline Chan, on BBC Three Counties Radio.
There's a big brown box in the middle of the floor, and there's nothing inside it, and I wonder what it's for. I could make 2 windows and a tiny little door, a big brown box that wasn't there before. Wah, wah, wah. This box is so exciting, it is empty and inviting. I can make believe it's anything at all. Well, I can be an astronaut and take my rocket to the moon. I have a dream to reach the stars. Maybe we could go to Mars. There's a big brown box in the middle of the floor, and there's nothing inside it, and I wonder what it's for. I could make 2 windows and a tiny little door, a big brown box that wasn't there before. My box can be a pirate ship, and I can be the captain. We'll sail to Treasure Island and find gold. Or it can be the darkest cave where I will go because I'm brave. I have a dream to find a bear. Maybe we could both live there. There's a big brown box in the middle of the floor, and there's nothing inside it, and I wonder what it's for. I could make 2 windows and a tiny little door, a big brown box that wasn't there before. My box is where I love to hide. It is whatever I decide, a castle or a yellow submarine, a tunnel to another place, beneath the sea or outer space. My box can be so many things, where nothing is quite as it seems. There's a big brown box in the middle of the floor, a big brown box that wasn't there before, a big brown box that wasn't there before.
Amazing. I wish I had a studio audience. There are people here, but not in this particular studio, and they're clapping. And Caroline, that was amazing. Where can we find you? Where not obviously, I'm not inviting people to come and stalk you, but do you have a website? Where could people check out your music?
I do. I have a website, and it's called minibeatmusic.com. And if you have a look at that, it takes you to a page where you can actually listen to snippets of the music. And if you wanted to, you can download it. And I also always have these CDs on me in my handbag, and in all my music groups that I do over North London. So there are many channels, I think. You can get a physical one from me or a download from the website. So does that answer your question?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And listen, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon. It's great. And if you missed any of Caroline's tracks, you can go back to our website, bbc.co.uk/Free Counties Radio. And Caroline, enjoy your Eastern. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. It's been a pleasure.
Brilliant. Thank you.